Charlotte Hughes is here in studio. Charlotte, you're taking us back to one of our top stories this hour, focusing particularly on viral videos alleging voter fraud in the wake of Moldova's parliamentary election. Tell us more.
Yes, as we've been reporting, Moldova's ruling pro-Western party has clinched a decisive victory along with a fresh majority in parliament. This, of course, following an election that was fraught with accusations of Russian interference, which Moscow denies. Some online, meanwhile, are widely circulating footage they allege is proof of voter fraud on the part of the ruling party, President Maia Sandu's ruling party. They say they believe, therefore, the election result is not valid. One of these videos alleges to show a person in a polling station filming themselves burning ballots with the names of the main opposition parties, the Alternativa Bloc and the Patriotic Electoral Bloc. So let's take a look at that video in question.
Uite câți idioți avem. Pentru cine votez? Toate astea sunt pentru blocul patrioti, idioți. Și aceasta este alternativa idioților.
We see these apparent ballots being set alight. Now, the footage gained particular traction on X, where it was shared by an account bearing the name and photo of Donald Trump's daughter, Ivanka Trump, which has more than 1 million followers. I should mention that this is not her official account. This user posted the video along with the caption, I quote, "Somebody is destroying ballots for Moldovan opposition parties during the election, the ones with votes for Alternativa and Patriotic Bloc." This account was far from the only one sharing the video with such allegations. Ian Miles Chong, an influencer known for his pro-Trump opinions, posted the video on his account, racking up more than 2 million views. He said, I quote, "What is going on at the Central Electoral Commission in Moldova? Footage of a worker allegedly destroying ballots of the opposition party." Sharon.
So what more can you tell us then specifically about this video, Charlotte?
Well, there are a number of points regarding this footage that led myself and the rest of our fact-checking team to call into question its authenticity. While there are no visual clues as such that indicate the video is fabricated, we detected the voiceover was very likely generated by AI. We came to this conclusion after running the video through 2 AI audio detection tools, and we also contacted specialists in order to analyse it. Now, one of these experts is Denis Teisu, and he ran this through a software known as Higher, and here are the results. According to him, there is a 95% likelihood that the audio on that video that we just saw is generated using AI. So Tesu told us that Higher detects whether a voice is human or synthetic, adding, I quote, "The simple fact that several fragments are detected as being artificial is enough to prove the file has indeed been manipulated." Another important point to mention is that the video was shared by several internet users linked to the pro-Russian Storm 1516 disinformation operation. At this point in time, Storm 1516 has a pretty well-known modus operandi. It is illustrated very nicely in this diagram that I took from the French government website. It involves spreading anti-European misinformation via videos that are often AI-generated. These videos are then distributed by a network of specific accounts on X. One of these accounts is known as Johnny Midnight. As we can see here, he also posted this video, and this account has a track record of sharing false information linked to the Storm 1516 network. So, for instance, back in February, the account falsely claimed that US aid paid Time magazine $4 million to name Zelensky Person of the Year. We actually debunked this on France 24 for anyone who is interested. I would advise you to head to the website. On September the 24th as well, so Johnny Knight also published another piece of disinformation that has been linked to Operation Storm 1516. This claimed that Moldova had reached an agreement with France to accept thousands of tons of toxic waste. Now, French government source told news agency AFP that this piece of disinformation ticked all the boxes of the Storm 1516 modus operandi, and it did indeed originate from that operation. So the account Johnny Knight is very much an account with a history of sharing misinformation. This again strongly calls into question the authenticity of that footage I showed you.
Charlotte, thanks so much for all of that. Charlotte Hughes taking us through tonight's Truth or Fake.